Sue Hershkowitz-Coore, SpeakerSue, is the founder and CEO of High Impact Presentations, an international consultancy providing customized training solutions that result in memorable improvements in sales performance, productivity, and talent retention.
Thank you for asking me to tell my little background. Everyone in my family thought that I was a born seller, and I know that because I was like 7 years old when my mother was selling raffle tickets. She would get to go to the luncheon for free. And this is a big deal. So I was sent out, I would knock on doors. Who really turns away a 7-year-old? So my mother got to go free to her luncheon every year. She was happy. I was happy. And I think that was where I got the little urge. And my dad was a printer, and he used to print up these bumper stickers. They were, now thinking back, oh my gosh, Cameron, I remember one of them saying, we back up for redheads, we stop for blondes. I mean, these were, I know.
I want to go back to the selling like at 7 years old, because I think it's really interesting, you know, again, going back to like vulnerability. And so I ask people all the time for their story, and I think they they just want to present that professional. They're like, they don't really go back to childhood, but I think that those childhood moments that sort of set us up, and everybody had a childhood, and everybody had these like little moments where they started to see what their personality was. So to know that, you know, that came from like selling mom's raffle tickets. You know, there's a lot of people out here selling Girl Scout cookies and starting their professional sales careers.
And that's awesome, because you either love it or you learn to love it. And that's where I was going with my dad's little printing. He would bring the excess home of these bumper stickers, and if we could sell them, and whether in a little place or door to door, we got to keep the nickel that we would sell it for. And so my brother and I used to go different ways, and we would come home with, I don't know, $1 or $5, and so again, selling. Then I went to when I went to
little Sue Hershkowitz, like hustling bumper stickers.
I was the first one with the side hustle, don't you? And then when I graduated college, I had a degree in teaching, both in education and English, but I was trying to find a job, right? Which I got that summer. But what was I going to do to make money during that summer? So I signed up to sell Encyclopedia Britannica. Now, I don't know if anybody here went through this, and they taught us sales skills, probably like IBM did in the day, but you got it like in 4 afternoons. You had to buy the product, and then you went out. And their recommendation was, do not wait. Take this information, go. Do this as soon as you can. So there I am, the little salesperson. And so I just pulled into a neighborhood, excuse me, on the way home, and I just started knocking on doors, and like the first 5 people weren't interested, but the next person let me in. But here's the thing, Cameron, talk about vulnerability. They wanted to buy the Encyclopedia Britannica. They let me in, but when they offered me a cold drink of water and they opened their refrigerator, they had no food. They had like this pitcher of water and maybe and I'm selling them. In those days, it was like $300 or something for, and then you would get yearly updates. But you know what? The library was less than a mile away, and the library would get a new set of Encyclopedia Britannica every year, not just an update. And even though these people wanted to buy it, I talked them out of it, because I said how important it was to get fresh, new encyclopedias, not just that yearbook. So then I thought my sales career was over. And then, but you know what? I really learned not to sell what you don't believe in, and that was my only day of selling Encyclopedia Britannica. And
well, the one day career in encyclopedia sales.
Yeah, I lost money on that sales career, and then but I really think that taught me something about authenticity, and truly that. I know that there are people, we all do what we need to do, right? But if you don't really believe in your product, if you don't really believe that it's going to help someone and elevate them, then at least for me, I can't sell it.